that timeline on you one more time. Everybody, look at this. So this is phase 4. This is phase 4, thank you. Now, there's a lot of other stuff we didn't get a chance to talk about today. We didn't even mention that we're making Black Panther 2. Didn't come up. We didn't mention the fact that Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is coming. We didn't have time to talk about Captain Marvel 2, by the way. I didn't even have time to talk about the Fantastic Four. There's no time left to talk about mutants and how mutants come into the MCU. But you know what? All that stuff's been rumored. You've heard about rumors. But I want to leave you today with one more thing that I don't think has been rumored about. Ladies and gentlemen, 2-time Academy Award winner Mahershala Ali. Mahershala, it looks like you brought your own hat, Mahershala. You did? What is that? Thank you, Hall H. We'll see you next time. Love you. Thank you. Thank you.
What is good, YouTube? Warstu here. Finally, I'm back in the office in the studio. As you can tell, I'm now using the Rode NTS, which sounds much better. So, it's been a crazy few days since Comic-Con started and finished regarding the future of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It isn't what most people thought, to the point where Kevin Feige is already talking about Phase 5 and the new Avengers, which is nothing like we've seen before. So, what is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on Marvel updates. So, we are giving away the Captain Marvel Blu-ray or 4K DVD or an actual DVD platform, which not many people have. All you gotta do is subscribe to the channel with notifications on and let me know down below why should I pick you. So, we've got lots to talk about. As we know, Kevin Feige confirmed that the following movies will not be part of Phase 4. So, Black Panther 2, Captain Marvel 2, Fantastic Four, X-Men, Blade, they're all going to be part of the next phase. So, it appears that the next phase is going to be Phase 5, and Phase 4 is only going to last 2 years, which is very interesting. So as we know, San Diego Comic-Con has just passed. While speaking with IGN, Mr. Kevin Feige had this to say. We had a movie this year called Endgame, and it's very much an ending, as you saw, to so many characters. He went on. So Phase 4 is about beginning. The Phase 4 is about learning new things about new characters you already think you knew. For example, Black Widow, going on new adventures with Doctor Strange, meeting incredible new characters like the Eternals of Shang-Chi, new Avengers with Thor, and these Disney Plus shows will be spectacular and not what anybody's expecting. Feige continues. So Phase 4 is about beginning and Phase 4 is about learning new characters you already knew about Phase 4, meeting all these new characters like you said before, which is interesting. Go on new Avengers with Doctor Strange, Thor, etc., which is very interesting. It is the complete Phase 4, the way I announced the complete Phase 3 5 years ago. Things can move, things can change, as they did. If you go back and look at what we talked about 5 years ago for Phase 3, but we've been working on this for quite a while, and it's pretty set, but there are always changes possible. So that's pretty interesting. So everything that was announced at San Diego Comic-Con is the whole of Phase 4. So it appears we're not getting 5-year slate, as rumors have been saying for months. A 2-year slate is pretty cool, but obviously Marvel are thinking 5 years ahead, because Kevin Feige did announce the Fantastic Four and some mutant. There's been rumors for a long time saying that they're not going to use the X-Men in the MCU because there's too much correlation with the X-Men in the Fox universe and they don't want anyone to get mistaken. So, Kevin Feige has teased something about the next Avengers movie, just like I said he would, but this was in an interview after Comic-Con. So, he said the next Avengers team will be very different than what we've seen before. Obviously, Iron Man's dead. confirmed. Multiple characters dead, confirmed. Black Widow's dead, confirmed. You know, there's so many characters that are dead and gone. Chris Evans, Captain America, confirmed, gone. And we'll include characters that we've already seen. So this is most likely talking about Doctor Strange, Captain Marvel 2, T'Challa, Black Panther, but it's most likely talking about characters that will be introduced during Shang-Chi and other movies, and potentially could include some characters from the Black Widow movie, because although it's going to be a prequel movie set after Civil War, it doesn't mean every character that's inside that movie died. And then it says characters that we've not been introduced yet. So this was the source, was MTV News. So that is technically news about the next Avengers movie. So talk about Phase 5. So it appears that Phase 5 will indeed have the Fantastic Four, the X-Men, we're led to believe, Black Panther 2, Captain Marvel 2, etc., which is fantastic. So he has set up so much potential for the future without actually saying much. So there's also rumors going around from some supposed insiders that D23 is going to blow your head off. If you thought San Diego Comic-Con was insane, just wait for D23 next month. But realistically, guys, they didn't really announce anything that blew my head off. I'm not being negative or anything like that, but realistically, everything that was announced, we said was coming. The Avengers news about a new team, yeah, in theory, he announced it just after in an interview, just after San Diego Comic-Con. It was the same weekend. So it is very interesting. So everyone's talking about where was Spider-Man 3. Well, Spider-Man's owned by Sony. Sony Pictures weren't there, so we weren't going to get any information about that. So they have revealed that Taskmaster is one of the villains of this movie, and they've released a very interesting concept art. So everyone's saying, Warstu, you were wrong. Millie Bobby Brown was not announced in the Eternals movie, and neither was Keanu Reeves. Well, hold up, guys. Variety.com said that, and I was just literally saying what they said. But we don't know who the main character is, who the main villain is. Millie Bobby Brown could easily be the main character or the villain. Same as Keanu Reeves could be the main villain or the main character. So that wasn't the full cast, okay? There's not the full cast. There literally is not the full cast. They've not even started shooting yet, but it is interesting. So let's get into the next story. So Spider-Man Far From Home is $30 million away from hitting that $1 billion mark. It's the most successful Spider-Man movie ever, which is insane because it's the best Marvel movie ever, in my opinion. If you get a reference, comment down below. I did notice a few of you are actually getting the kind of the wrestling reference that I'm saying. So Spider-Man 3, essentially, they need $1 billion in order for Marvel to make the next Spider-Man movie. It's pretty clear what they're building up to. They're building up to the Sinister Six or some variation of the Dark Avengers. Whether they go down the right route of Norman Osborn, Sinister Six, I've personally been told by some inside sources who claim they've had the script, they've read it, and then we've had other insiders who are claiming they're saying the same thing, but for some reason they pulled the story, they pulled that part out of the movie, because behind the scenes, apparently Marvel could not agree with Sony. Sony have final creative say, because they own Spider-Man basically, and apparently Marvel wants more control, so there's a bit of kind of behind the scenes drama, but maybe they will bring that to Disney 23. But Amy Pascal isn't going to be at Disney 23, I don't believe, or she's not going to be at Comic-Con. She wasn't at Comic-Con, so still it makes no sense. So Avengers Endgame finally beat Avatar's record, or did it? Well, you know, we live in a world with interest and inflation rates, so yeah, if you go by the current year, yes, well done Endgame, you smashed it. You beat Avatar, a massive billion-dollar franchise, beat Avatar, a one-off movie that was made by Fox. It was one-off, the first 3D movie ever that most people in our generation would have seen. Well done. You flat out smashed that record. But if you go by the inflation record, then Gone with the Wind crushes everything in its path. But it is very interesting, and well done to Marvel Studios. We here covered the Avengers Endgame massively, so we feel like we are part of that movie making history. It only took 13 weeks with a rerun on the misconception that there were deleted scenes in that movie, and then we got the potato Hulk scene. So it is cool that they beat Avatar. Well done, guys. Well done. Hopefully you can hear on the microphone. Well done. It's so cool for the channel for them to smash it, because it means it's doing well. It means we can keep talking about Avengers stuff. So it is fantastic, and I'm not being sarcastic, although a lot of you guys seem to think I am sarcastic. Yeah, I am, kind of. But it is cool that Marvel do hold both the records now, because Marvel owns Fox anyway. So Avatar's technically their movie now, indirectly. So it is very interesting. So this is the first official tease for the next Avengers team, which is going to be very, very different. But we can't theorize who's going to be in it realistically from the new characters, because The Eternal characters probably won't make an appearance again after this movie, as it's going to be set thousands of years before and will feature the Celestials from Guardians of the Galaxy 1, we believe, so sources have told us. So this is very interesting. I believe Doctor Strange 2 is going to be the best movie ever in Phase 4 because it just looks insane. I got a lot of comments on the video I posted the other day about the House of M storyline. I don't really think they're going to go down that way because they need to go full X-Men, and they're not going to do it right now. As Kevin Feige said, there's no time to talk about it. But I've been talking to some insiders, and for some reason, I don't know who their insiders are, because the problem with insiders are they won't tell you who their actual source is. They are saying that apparently the X-Men and Fantastic Four details will come out during Disney 23. Now, that literally makes no sense because that's like at least 2 to 5 years away. I presume at Disney 23 it'll be focusing more on the streaming shows, which, except for the low-key kind of show, we're not really that hyped for it because they haven't really told us much. The What If kind of situation sounds cool, but why isn't Iron Man's face on there, Robert Downey Jr.'s face, or Chris Evans' face on there, which is kind of weird. So like always, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll catch you in another video very soon. Catch ya later.